I'm coming to a realization. I've been learning so much these last couple of weeks, accepting myself as an outsider, knowing that I'm just set apart. And when I say that, I'm not trying to sound, no, actually, I am. I am trying to sound like this special person that's just not of the world, that's just not of my surroundings, that just don't fit in, don't click. People don't get me as just someone that's just misunderstood. And, I constantly just be in these spaces to where I'm like, dang, like, it's crazy. I told myself I really don't want to be on Facebook like that no more because don't nobody really be talking about nothing. Don't nobody really be talking about what they should. Folks just be talking about what they think people want them to talk about, because that is the perspective that they set for themselves. And they just stay in that perspective. Can you blame them? I mean, you put something out there, people perceive you as this and that, so you got to keep going with this and that. I get it. People really don't want to hear the real for real. I mean, it's 2026. I constantly realize that I put myself out there to be hurt. I put myself out there to be taken advantage of. I put myself out there to be taken for granted, um, unappreciated, because the world don't know how to accept that. So whether it's personal life, whether it's workspace life, when you put yourself out there opposite of what the world puts out there, you will get taken for granted. You will get overlooked. You will be unappreciated because the world don't know how to take those things. When I say the world, I mean people that's of the world, because the world itself is wicked. This is hell on earth, period. So after the days, the nights of just randomly crying because I've been single for this long and I've been lonely for this long, or I haven't had no friends for this long, and I it's just like I get it. I constantly think it's me, and I try to change myself to fit other people's narrative, and it never works for me because I am me. And whoever accepts me for me and the things that I want, the things that I do, who I am as a person, they deserve me. See, in life, you come encounter with many distractions and also many lessons and also many blessings. And whether it's temporary or whether it's longevity, because everything really is temporary, everyone that you meet, whether good or bad, they have a purpose in your life. And just this whole time, this whole journey has just been showing me who I am. opening me up to my worth, opening me up to my potential. And even though I don't always see it, I still get glimpses of it until I fully grasp it. And I have my days, I have my days where I just be like, dang, Jazz, what are you doing? Why did you say that? Why you keep thinking about that? Why you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, I'd be like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, just period. Even when it comes to having friends or associates or whatever, so have you. You think you got a friend until you don't. You know, you like people, you give them the benefit of the doubt, you show your true colors to them because they seem cool in the beginning, and then at the end of it all, they never really liked you. They never really cared for you. People want what they want. We're selfish. We are selfish human beings. I'm guilty. You know, it's just our way of life. It's programmed. It's hardwired into our DNA. That's just we were born into sin. We were born into lies. You know, everybody ain't gonna break the code. Some gonna break the code, some ain't. But the more I grow, the more lonely I feel. But in the loneliness is peace. And I learned how to accept being lonely in exchange for peace. And you can't put a price on a peace of mind. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna understand you. Everybody ain't gonna feel you. Everybody ain't gonna respond the way you want them to respond. Everybody not gonna be on what you on. It just is what it is. What can you do but be you? And whatever the Lord wants you to have, you will have. And whatever the Lord don't want you to have, you won't have. We got to stop trying to force things in our life that's really not supposed to be there just because we want them there and we feel like it's right. It just be a distraction or just be a lesson. But that don't mean it's, for one, everything is temporary, period, off rip. So, um, yeah. Well, that's all, folks. I'll catch y'all in the next video. And